Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Skip Vogel and this is my 100% playthrough of Blackstone, Aliens of Gold. We're now at floor 2 and I want to wait going through these one-way doors as long as possible. Not really necessary, but sometimes you want to get all the guns and stuff like that. That turns out to be a not informant. Both of them are biotechnicians. And see, there are sacks of money there. Remember that. It comes in a little later. Yeah, so I don't go through there. Which is okay, you don't need to. So, the next thing, that's a biotechnician. Well, not an informant. So you die. That one is allowed to live. And somebody comes out of it. Who are you? And it turns out there's one on the other side too. Maybe he just came in the room, I don't know. Some weapons are stored in crates. Cool. Don't remember one. Well, at least not in mission 1. Alright, next room. Two of them again, you have to be careful. Electrospheres can be a nuisance. I think that's a bit mild. And you die. Yeah, what can I say? There's yeah, also a sort of a guard or something. Now if you go, you see the one-way door? That's the other side of the one-way door. That's the side which you cannot go through, which I demonstrate here. Door locked from the other side. Locked from this side. Right. And this does not move. There's no secret wall here. Let's be happy about that. On floor 3, we're not that lucky. But this is floor 2. One floor at a time. Okay, that is clearly the informant. But there's a room there we haven't seen yet. Now you see I have a little bit of trouble navigating. Because I wanted to be at that other room at the end. Not here. And then it turns out to be an empty room. Well, at least we can get something to eat there. Yeah, why not? Pick up the chocolate. Why not? Another empty room. Also with a machine. And food machine. So it can be practical, but I don't think you really need it. Now I have to be careful shooting because I don't want to hit the informant. On the other hand, these guys are pretty tough, and it is an informant. Another alien, and then he comes from behind the wall. It's good that he didn't do that a little earlier, or I would have shot him. I need a key card. And here I really thought I would come and hit him. But apparently I didn't, so let's be happy about that. Talk to me, man. Well, it gives me some ammo, that's good. A bit of extra health, can't harm. There are a lot of biotechnologies here. This one is also an informant, and to our right there is an enemy. And there's also a secret. But there's nothing there that we need. Well, there's health and ammo, which I don't know if I ever use it. Possible that I never go there. I mean, how do you remember every place where there is something that you didn't pick up yet? Certain areas have a lot of ammo or health, and then you might go back there if you run low. There's nothing there. I would expect it to be. And then here a couple of guards. There's another small room. Again, this type of pattern. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But again, this one doesn't have a secret wall. There is another secret in here. And it's not here. Nope. And now I'm going in the wrong direction. It's on the other side. There wouldn't be any room there. So another small room with sacks of money. I'm checking if there's anything else there, but there isn't. Okay. Next room. Now in this room we have the yellow key card, which we needed. Again, these electrospheres, we have to be careful with them. They can take out your health in no time. So yeah, we can pick up the key cards. Check if there is any enemy in there. Not all of them are live. Some of these boxes do not open. And the higher the level, the more of the boxes will open. Now here you have to blast the crates to get treasure. That one that I just shot, and in front of the gun. One time I couldn't blast it. I shot it many times and nothing happened. Anyway, that gun is a heavier gun, a dual neuro disruptor or something like that. It's weapon 4. It is a little bit faster, and so it does use more ammo, so you have to be careful when using it. But it can take out heavier enemies a little bit quicker, and sometimes that's necessary just to survive. Alright, so the yellow key gives us access to this room, and in this room we find the red key. That means that everything else in the level you don't have to do if you just want to get the red key. Okay, just laying on top of it so it's hard to see. So that whole thing with the one-way doors, you don't have to go there. And also this part you don't have to go. And this is a large part. Yeah, there's a lot of treasure in here. So this first room has on both sides a secret. And again, of course, another secret. And it keeps going for a while. I have to do a little searching, memorize everything. I do have a map. I forgot if I had it open at this time. There was a time that I knew all of them by heart because I played it many times in a short time. But of course I did it on the lower difficulty. Now my health is getting low, so I get one of those sacks. A medical kit, 30% extra health. Now with 30% extra health. Better than Brand X, I guess. Still do that, comparing with Brand X in commercials. I used to do that. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to commercials nowadays. With content on demand and everything, we don't need it anymore. I mean, we do see commercials, but they are different. They're not for laundry detergent and stuff like that. Yeah, there must be a secret somewhere here. There's one. And another one of those. Yeah. How many do you need? Yeah, and that wall I couldn't push from the other side. And in the DOS version, you can. He actually goes through the gun, and the gun can still be picked up. I know, because I tried it. Another piece I'm looking for. Must be the other side. No, it's not. With these thin hallways, I call it that. It's hard to see on what side you actually are. So that's not even the end. Even more sex and money. Money, 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 money. I don't know what he does with all the money. But he must have big, big pockets. So did we get everything on this side? Because then the other side still has to be investigated. I keep looking at the map because otherwise you'll never find it. Yep. So again we go down. First we go up, then we go down. Believe me, this is not the end. Don't know exactly how much time I spent here looking through secret walls. There are some enemies at the end. It's a really big room. And I have to make sure I don't overlook anything. Yeah, that flickering, that is something that's caused by the source port. The DOS version never does that. A very inefficient way of storing their gold. Maybe they should ask some tips from Dagobert Duck. Which is Scrooge McDuck. That is the Dutch translation that is used here. Yeah. That was sloppy of mine. Never mind. I'm not gonna record this whole thing again. Just because of this slip up. Slop up. Otherwise I can't keep recording because I'll slip up some way. Always. There are a lot of them. But not all the boxes have enemy with them. Yeah, you use the heavy duty because he can cause a lot of damage. But it does make the ammo go down quicker. That is not practical. But because he's behind the box and he can't hit me, I can use the normal gun. Now I must make sure that none of them still have an enemy in them. Well, this one clearly did. Otherwise you have to go look for an enemy, you have to shoot all of them again. Just to find out which one you missed. So I like to reshoot them with my auto charge gun. Doesn't use any ammo. Ah, a little bit of health. A sandwich. I like that. Now ammo is almost fully restored. Can't find any more. Food tokens, we should be at max now. At 21. And so we probably, typically you get 5. And the max is 25. So yeah, we have max now. So that's just a little room that you can easily overlook. But I never forget this one. I might have in the past, and then eventually say, oh, there it is. And if you play it again, oh, I'm not gonna forget that one. So now that's the door we can go in. So yeah, we already have the red key, and we haven't even gotten into the area that is protected with these doors. There are 2 ways in, and I always take this one. The other one has money sacks in it. Just thought I mentioned that. Now here we see turrets. We haven't seen those before, and they cannot be shot by the grenade launcher, as I call them, and also not by the auto charge gun. I'm not sure if you can shoot them with that slow fire pistol, but let's be honest, that's pretty much suicide, because they are very, very powerful and very hard to kill. But this weapon, yeah, bunch of shots and they go down. They're not as hard to kill as the aliens, like this one. Like this one. Yeah, they go down pretty hard. But still, they're pretty tough. Especially when there are multiple of them, and when they shoot, they do a lot of damage. They can definitely take your health out in seconds. He, with this slow fire pistol, he managed to get me in a very low health situation. Now there is an alien behind this wall, one of the green ones. I know what to do with him. Alright, so that's not an active one. So now here there are two rooms that connected, and they have a keycard that I need. Here's just ammo. There's no secret here, only in the other room. And there are also a bunch of aliens. So now we can go and get into the area, in the secret area. Yeah. And again, secrets within secrets. There are not too many rooms here, but it's not straightforward. Well, this one is straightforward. Yeah, but there's one on the side too. From the previous room. I don't know why I didn't want to open it. There it is. That also makes it hard to find. So, we've done the secrets. And now we can go and use the gold key. It is a gold key, right? Yeah, it is. And when I did this on the highest difficulty, skill 4, I run completely out of ammo. I had to take on these things with the auto charge pistol. Many shots. That was really hard to do. Later on it was less of a problem, but at this stage, yeah. And that is also one of the reasons why I didn't want to go for the highest difficulty. Furthermore, I couldn't do the 100%. There was one floor where there were exploding balls. I haven't seen them yet. Yeah, I'm looking for where the rest is. And there were informants standing right next to them. And they are standing still. There are situations where they're just standing still, like they're looking at a food machine or something. Sometimes they're just looking at a wall. I don't know why. Problem is, they stand there, they're not gonna move. If I shoot that exploding ball, which I need for the 100%, he's gonna die. But I also have to make sure that none of them die. That's also a requirement of the 100%. So I can't get the 100% that way. So what I did was simply, well, load the game again from the previous level and go back up so that the randomizer might come up with another pattern. And that might help for one, because if it is not an informant, it's not a problem. However, there are multiple places where that happens. And I've not been able to, yeah, that's the exploding ball I was talking about. Not specifically the one, but the type. So I was not able to make 100% simply because the game made it impossible. It can still happen on lower difficulties. But I've done it before on skill 3. So I know it can be done, and yeah, you can have bad luck. And yeah, that shouldn't happen, it shouldn't be impossible. So we killed all the enemies. Good, so 99% total points. We need something. Now look right to the left of where we are now. There's a room that's not fully filled in. And it's right next to the elevator too. So I'm looking for what did I forget? And I'm actually thinking about secrets, of course. No, don't see any. Maybe I forgot to pick up a piece of gold or something. I feel some a little bit more now. I don't know why I didn't actually look at it. But I can't go through that way. I simply need to go back to the elevator and then go in there, pick up those sacks, and that's it. Unfortunately, I don't realize that at this moment. So I look in all the rooms again to find out what I'm missing. Yeah. And that's gonna take me another 4 minutes, because that is pretty much the only thing that's still left. So you might want to turbo through it. I haven't used that term a long time. We always used to use the term turbo through something when you use the high speed on videotape. The VHS time. Now you can just click a little bit further in the timeline. But if there was a commercial, go through it and then let go as soon as yeah, the program was there again. Well, there's nothing in this room, I already said so. But that's what happens when you forget something. You have to look all over the place to find out what I missed. And it can be so silly, like I walked here multiple times, but there is a piece of wall and that blocks the view. Food tokens. Cool. Good. 2 more minutes to go. I know, because I'm watching it back. I do this after the recording. I did make commentary during the recording. And that of course also contains my saves, and when something goes wrong loading that previous game. This is all cut out in this version. Yep. And then I discovered that the gun is in here. Unfortunately, I have to walk all over again instead of just being able to walk back and go to the elevator. But I know now where I'm going to go, so just go. Getting stuck on a face again. Not the first time I got stuck on that face. Yeah, you should know this one. That is the door that it opens with the gold key. And now find our way back. To the elevator. Which we almost have, so. Yes! So that's it. That was the end of this floor. Thanks for your attention. See you again next time.